Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah wa alhamdulillah. Wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Welcome, guys. Today I want to, it's not an appeal, it's a call back to the worship of the God of Abraham. I'm calling you back to the true religion of our father Abraham, okay? And this message goes to everybody, but specifically to the Africans. I've been doing a project on my channel where I'm exposing the ambiguous language of the Trinity, trying to show you guys that, see, they have told you monotheism it can be understood relatively, which was not the case. No one ever understood monotheism relatively, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Monotheism has a specific meaning that cannot be relatively understood, okay? We are not talking about monolatry here, we're talking about monotheism. It's very simple, okay? That the idea that God is one, okay? Now, this one, they have told you this one doesn't mean one individual, that it can mean as many individuals as possible, okay? In this case, 3 individuals. They've told you there are 3 individuals, and for some reason, that is monotheism, okay? Such that the Trinitarians can call themselves monotheists while affirming there are 3 consciousnesses in there, or 3 wills in there, or 3 individuals in there, because they are united. A union of persons, a union of individuals, for some reason, is the same as one individual that doesn't belong in any group. Do you see the problem with this? This is what they've told you, that this is monotheism. It is not monotheism. On face level, if you look at it, even, does it make any sense? Like, can one be the same as a union? Okay, you have one, and then you have a union of ones. Are they the same? If they are the same, then it has no meaning. Monotheism has no meaning. Do you see? Another way you can look at this is like this. What about a union of unions? Okay, so we are stopping at one, absolute one. You're saying if there's a union of 3, it's still one. Okay, what about a union of 4 and 5? Is it still one? Yeah, it's still a union of 4 people, of 4 persons. Another way I've thought about this is like this. What about a union of unions? So we have 3 unions here. Maybe, this thing they always say, that, see, before in the past, they understood God as one in that sense. In the sense the Muslims and the Jews understood it. But later revelation showed that, see, God is actually more than one. And that's the New Testament. What about another testament comes and says that, see, there's a union of 3, but there's another union of another 3. And this union, both of them are united again, so that they form another bigger union. As long as they are united, they can be called one, such that will be monotheistic too. What did they do? They just created another group and they united them, inseparable. Remember, inseparable, co-eternal, co-whatever. We just have more information now, and that will be monotheistic too. Do you see the problem with this? Such that it's not just in the persons that can increase, because the key word is the union. If the key word is the union, it can increase in many ways, infinitely, in many different areas. It can be a union of persons, multiple persons. It can be a union of multiple unions, multiple groups. That's what can happen. But with absolute oneness, it cannot go any other way. See, is that God exists or it doesn't? That is 0 and 1, right there. Boom. Well understood. It's not even 0, nothing and something. Okay, this something has to be 1. If it's more than 1, it can be as many as possible, and that's exactly what we are against. The God of Abraham is monotheistic. It's not a multiple of persons. That needs to be understood, and that's what I'm trying to show on this channel, to bring you guys back to, like, at least understand what they're saying. Okay, I've made like a 7-part live stream on this. I implore you to go and watch all of them, so that you understand, you have some idea of what it means. You will not just be saying love and all of that. See, don't you get it? Like, guys, all of us, we believe in God, okay? We believe in God. We want to enter paradise, okay? Now, if you believe you are going to paradise, and I believe I'm going to paradise, then we need to come to terms on a logical basis, not just emotion. Hey, I'm going to paradise. Yeah, I just assert it. Just because you assert it doesn't mean you will, or doesn't mean it's true. What you need to do is prove it and show it logically. And if a doctrine is contradictory with itself, okay? So on the one hand, you are claiming monotheism, but your doctrine is against monotheism, okay? Do you see why it is even, we don't even need to compare it with Islam before we refute you. Based on your own understanding, you can be refuted. You believe in the doctrine of reincarnation, the two-natured Christology. It can be shown demonstrably why this is problematic. Okay, it can be shown why, like, self-refuting. That is how I think is even like makes it easier to be refuted. When something is self-refuting, you don't even need to bring in other information. Just on the basis of what is understood, you can see the contradiction right there. Okay, so this is what I'm calling you guys to, and I hope you can watch this and understand. See, may God guide us all, but like this video, share it with your friends, and engage with the things I'm producing. Okay, I'm making these videos. Go and watch them, comment, and say what you think about it. If you disagree, let us hear what you have to say. Do you even understand what you're saying? Do you understand three persons and one being? Because see, I'm not going too wide. I'm just focusing on the Trinity and the Incarnation, majorly. Trinity and the Incarnation, because I know majority of Africans, they actually believe in this. So that's what I focus on, the Trinity and the Incarnation. And maybe atonement later, okay? But go and watch this and see if you even know all the things I've discussed on this live stream and my channel generally. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.